Communities continue to be affected by rising water levels from the Mississippi. Our own Dua Israr is live in the town of Campbell, where flooding has impacted both ends of the town. Dua?
Ken, I am on the last block of Kime Street. If you take a look behind me, that barricade is actually where the rest of the street is, and if you go further down, you can see the street sign for the next street over. That's all currently underwater, and if we take a few steps this way, we'll actually see a house where they have more water in their front yard than they do in their pool. Now that is the reality for many of the residents living on French Island. When people hear about the town of Campbell, there's one thing that comes to mind. For over 2 years, many homeowners in the community have been without clean drinking water. Now, community members are still talking water, but for an entirely different reason.
It's great to live on the water, but not in the water.
Some families were forced to evacuate as water made its way into the first floor of their home.
I mean, they've been out of their homes, I think, for quite a few days.
For one house, it's a different story.
Previous owners set us up to succeed. They left us pumps.
At 3525 Lakeshore Drive, flooding is part of this house's roots.
In 1965, there was 4 feet of water in the house. And then the previous owners, they made it to 16.4. So if they can do it, we can do it.
That's why current owner Amy Werner says she's ready for any waves that come her way.
The war will be lost if it comes over the road.
That's only if the water stays on its side of the river. Now, there are several barricades around French Island. Law enforcement says please follow those barricades. Those barricades are set to keep non-residents out of French Island. Lots of people have been coming in to take pictures of the flooding, and while it makes for a pretty great scenic picture, it is a safety issue, so please stay off the island if you aren't a resident. Reporting live on French Island, Dua Israr, News 8 Now. Ken, back to you.
Dua, thanks very much. Now, Xcel Energy has been checking in on streets that have been affected by the flooding. People who need sandbags can head to the town of Campbell Town Hall. Town officials have put out a statement asking people to avoid driving to French Island unless they are residents, as Dua reported.